I ain't got no quarrel with them Ewoks. What's up, throttlers? Aristotle Full Throttle here with 11 fun facts about Return of the Jedi. Starting with the fact that Steven Spielberg, David Lynch, and David Cronenberg all were considered to direct Return of the Jedi, but ultimately Richard Marquand was chosen. But could you imagine if David Lynch directed Return of the Jedi? The movie would have a whole lot more coffee, and the Ewoks would probably walk and talk backwards while snapping their fingers. That would be crazy. He ultimately went on to direct Dune, Arrakis, Desert Planet. And David Cronenberg went on to direct Videodrome and The Dead Zone.
Any argument? The ice is gonna break!
One of my favorites. George Lucas intended for the Ewoks to be an army of vicious Wookiees, but then decided to shrink them down to furry little teddy bears that he could sell to small children. More marketable, I guess. I mean, who's laughing now? He's the one who made $1 billion.
I don't like the Ewoks.
The Ewoks live on the forest moon of Endor, but the term Endor originates from the Bible.
Ezekiel 25:17.
No, Sam Jackson from 90s cult classic Pulp Fiction. It refers to the village of Endor found in Joshua 17:11. But more importantly, it's also found in J.R.R. Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings trilogy as the Elvish word for Middle Earth. The chewy, chocolatey middle of the earth. Nougat. I bet you there's nougat.
The term Ewok isn't even spoken in Return of the Jedi. My mom got me this mask. It's pretty much my favorite thing ever.
Check this out. The lyrics for Yup Nub, the song that the Ewoks sing at the end of the original release of Return of the Jedi, before George Lucas decided to change it in the special edition to some feel-good world music song featuring the pan flute. I wonder if Zamfir is playing on that. He is the master of the pan flute. No one plays the pan flute better than Zamfir. He's like the Michael Flatley, Lord of the Dance, on the pan flute. I digress. Those lyrics are written by Joseph Williams. Joseph Williams, you may know as the singer of Toto. No, not that Toto. This Toto. The one that sings Africa. And I'm pretty sure he got the gig because, guess what? His father is composer John Williams, who has scored every Star Wars movie to date. Toto also had a hit in the 80s called Rosanna, which I bet you didn't know was written for Rosanna Arquette, who's also in the 90s cult classic film Pulp Fiction with Sam Jackson. It's a good movie. Check it out. Yoda was not supposed to be in Return of the Jedi. But, after consulting with a child psychologist, George Lucas, why is he seeing a child psychologist? He's an adult. They recommended that a trusted character reinforce the fact that, spoiler alert, Darth Vader is indeed Luke Skywalker's father. I don't know how that's a spoiler. You've had like 40 years to see the movie, so, sorry. Tell me about your mother. Now tell me about your father. You don't want to know. Femi Taylor, who played the Twi'lek dancer Ula in Return of the Jedi, she reprised her role in 1997 for the special edition because George Lucas wanted to add additional footage, because George Lucas just wants to keep adding footage. 14 years after she played the part in this skimpy outfit, she must work out. She's a dancer, so she's well fit in it. The voice of Boushh, Princess Leia's bounty hunter disguise in Jabba's palace, was provided by Pat Welsh. Apparently she smoked a lot of cigarettes. But I guess those cigarettes were a positive in her life because that voice of hers landed her the role of E.T., the extraterrestrial.
E.T.
And you know who else provided some vocal parts for E.T.? Deborah Winger. And Deborah Winger played Wonder Girl in the 1970s TV series Wonder Woman. Boom. Bonus fact. The person who recorded all that dialogue for E.T. and Return of the Jedi, and who's done the sound design for every Star Wars movie, is Ben Burtt. Along with creating the sound of the lightsabers, the blasters, and pretty much everything else you hear in the Star Wars universe, Ben Burtt is also credited for repopularizing the Wilhelm scream sound effect. For those of you who don't know, the Wilhelm scream is a kind of an inside joke among sound designers. It's a stock sound effect that's used in almost every Hollywood movie, including all of the Star Wars movies, all of the Indiana Jones movies, and countless others. In Return of the Jedi, Ben Burtt uses the Wilhelm scream here when this Weequay gets tossed into the Sarlacc pit. And Ben Burtt has like one of the best cameos in Return of the Jedi. Great! So listen closely, because you just might hear it next time you see a henchman get shot or fall off a railing or get exploded. Three of the aliens on Jabba's barge, Klaatu, Barada, and Nikto, those names are a tribute to the movie The Day the Earth Stood Still.
Klaatu, Barada, Nikto.
No, Barada's not a cheese. It's an alien code word. And Jabba's death scene is a tribute to when Luca Brasi gets it in The Godfather. It's a Sicilian message. It means Luca Brasi sleeps with the fishes. Of course, The Godfather, as we all know, is directed by George Lucas's friend and mentor, Francis Ford Coppola, who is the brother of Talia Shire. Yo, Adrian! And Talia Shire is the mother of Jason Schwartzman, and Jason Schwartzman's cousin is Nicholas Coppola. But you might know him as Oscar winner Nicolas Cage, who plays Cameron Poe in Con Air, and on his SATs I bet he wrote his name as Poe Cameron, which is pretty darn similar to Poe Dameron in Star Wars The Force Awakens. Coincidence? Yeah, probably. By the end of Return of the Jedi, the forest moon of Endor was preserved along with the rest of the galaxy. So if you want to help preserve our rainforests on Earth, there are some simple everyday things that you can do to help. If you want to find out more information on that, click the icon on my face at the end of the video, click that info card, or look for a link in the description below. Thank you for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. Remember to like, share, and comment on these videos because I periodically have giveaways. So tell me your favorite fact about Return of the Jedi in the comments below. And if this is your first time here, subscribe. I'm Aristotle Full Throttle, your bro with the fro in the know. And I'll see you later. Couldn't get more deft in the Death Star. I'm just making it rain facts today. Boba Fett's first appearance in the Star Wars universe is not in The Empire Strikes Back, and it sure as heck ain't in the special edition of Star Wars. We're not even going to talk about that. He's a ferocious Howie. Oh, Cedar, this the woo, Garrett. It's a trap! Han Mibuki.